Everybody, this is Sensei at Game Over with more members of my summer camp. And today we're going to do some comic book reviews. I had these guys read a couple of comics that they picked out for their free comic for the camp. And we decided to make videos about their comics and have them comment about their comics. Alright, you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, so the first comic is going to be Han Solo. Han Solo number 2. Who picked this comic? Alright, Zan picked this
guy
comic.
right here.
Xander picked this
No
comic.
one knows who he is.
Well, they'll know after this, won't they? Alright.
Yes, they do. You're on YouTube.
So Han Solo number 2 by Zan picked this one. And so Zan, I'm going to let you comment on this first. What did you think about Han Solo number 2?
Well, the words were sort of all over the place. It had a good storyline, and also I love Star Wars, so yeah, it's Star Wars, so I like Star Wars.
Alright, so did you like it or no?
I liked it.
Alright, so what about 8 out of 10 points? What would you give it?
I give it I give it a 7.
A 7 out of 10. That's not too bad. Alright, what did you think about this one?
Well, I think it was pretty good.
That's it?
You thought it was pretty good? Is that why you liked it? The storyline was pretty good too. The words were all over the place though. Yeah.
So you agree that
Yeah.
the words were all over the place. So what do you guys mean when you say the words were all over the place? Was it hard to read it?
Yeah, like
It's hard to read?
which one do you have to read first? This one or that one?
Okay. Alright, and Adam, what do you think?
So, yeah, the words were all over the place, and then some of the words looked like they were out of the box they were supposed to be, and you couldn't really understand. So the way I read it was probably the wrong way, so I didn't really understand the storyline because it had mixed things up. But I liked Star Wars, but I mean, the book wasn't that good.
Alright, so out of 10 points, what would you give it?
Probably a 4.
Alright, now when you say the words were all out of the box, is this kind of what you're talking about?
I drew the alternate.
Yeah, but also, like, in the first few pages, it's like that.
So I wasn't sure if he meant, like, for example, Chewbacca here, his shenanigans are kind of out of the word bubble.
Yeah.
But okay,
It's a good comic other than that.
so fairly okay. So fairly okay comic. Okay, not bad, not bad. All right, the next one is Carnage number 2.
I was trying to look for number 1.
All right, who picked this one?
Me.
All right, Adam picked this one, Carnage number 2.
Well, 2 is a good number.
Well, apparently, because you got Han Solo number 2 and Carnage number 2. And so, Adam, since you picked this one, I'm going to let you comment first.
I was looking for number 1, but you didn't have it. But it was good.
Not killing you.
Like, it took place in a dark place, like Carnage always does, because he's a cold-blooded murderer. He might be like Venom's brother, but he has no conscience. Like, he thinks he doesn't feel anything except revenge and everything because he thinks he knows killing's the wrong thing. On the other hand, Venom, he thinks doing what he does is the right thing. He thinks killing the people and getting revenge is the right thing he thinks that. But the storyline is pretty good. It's got a lot of characters and Carnage taking over people's bodies, kind of like killing them by sticking his tentacles in their mouth, and choking them to death.
Typical Carnage mayhem, in other words.
Yeah.
So yeah,
A very painful death.
yes, Carnage can be somewhat violent. I will say though that they did have some very good visuals with Carnage.
Yeah.
They've been doing a great job with his visuals as far as the way they draw him and such. So that much I do like about it.
And also like when Carnage is off somewhere else, and then you see his speaking bubble saying something, and and then you have the picture where someone's looking over there, and they're like, "What?" And then Carnage would say, "Commander's all tied up right now."
So he made puns.
Yeah.
He made a lot of puns. All right, so not bad. So out of 10 points?
8.
An 8 out of 10. That's a high ranking for Carnage. All right, let's see. Which one you got? Want to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, Zan.
Well, it was it was an okay storyline. The words were all in the right place, I guess. And the ending was pretty good. So I'm gonna give it out of 10. I'm gonna give it a 5.
A 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
All right, so you kind of so like
Kinda.
this. Okay.
So.
Braden, what about you?
Well, it was really weird to place in a dark cave.
Okay.
And you scared of dark caves, Brayden?
Yeah.
I hope you know you just said that kind of thing too.
All right, keep going.
And, well, Carnage is really weird. I thought he was all made of muscle and no bones and skin.
It's symbiote.
Really weird.
What are you doing?
He's a symbiote, that's why.
Have
It's
a
not
seat.
really muscle, it's like.
This is Brayden's favorite comic right here, just so you know, guys.
Really?
This is his favorite comic.
Would you go put that back? All right, so Braden, out of 10, what would you give it?
I give it a 3.
You give it a 3 out of 10. So not a big Carnage fan. Sit down. We're gonna finish.
Tommy says hello. Hello!
Yes.
All right, guys, have a seat. All right. All right, so Star Wars. Here's the next one.
Brayden, you picked it.
Star Wars number 21.
21.
So we're
21.
going to let Braden comment on this one first.
Well, it was pretty cool. I mean, Stormtrooper somehow got a green lightsaber.
Okay, that was it.
Yeah.
All right, that's the only thing you liked about it.
Well, no. It was like really intense and awesome.
Intense and
There's
awesome.
a lot of explosions.
And who doesn't like explosions?
This is the green lightsaber he's talking about, by the way.
No.
Actually,
Luke
that's,
has his lightsaber.
that's kind of a cool picture. But anyway, carry on.
Well, the only really weird part about it was there was a droid tank that takes place only in episode 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
What?
So I'm looking through this right now, and I see a lot of intensity.
Oh, I
A
know what
lot
you're
of
talking
things
about
going
now.
on.
This
I
is
see what
nothing
you
for
mean.
a kid your age.
Alright, and
Don't be scarred for life, it's okay.
behave. Alright, so there's a lot of shooting action going on, so I can see what it means by that. Okay. Alright, so what would you give out of 10 points?
I give it a 9.
A 9 out of 10. I'm not a Star Wars fan, of course. Alright, what about you?
It was a good story. I love the episodes of Star Wars with like all the stormtroopers like fighting the rebels, which was something I loved about that. And I also love the big stormtrooper thing that was there. I don't know what it was though. I also like the stormtroopers. I already said that. I'm gonna rate this out of 10. I'm gonna rate it a 8.
An 8 out of 10. You know, I haven't read this one, but just glancing through it, I think I actually might want to read it. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but I don't hate it.
Disgrace to humanity.
And so, just looking through it, I think I'm going to read this
story.
one. It looks like it might be. All right, and last but not least, no, these guys didn't read
Hey,
this
I didn't
one.
get to review
Oh.
on Star Wars.
I'm
Thank
sorry,
you very
Adam.
much.
I'm
Oh, wait.
sorry. All right, so Adam's going to give his commentary, obviously. What did you think about this one?
So the words on Han Solo, the words were like kind of all over the place, but on that they weren't as all over. And it's like it's about mainly one person. Like they have like little squares saying to him with him talking about his past and stuff. And so it's like him documenting parts of his life, and then he's talking about how he's now the commander of their team and stuff, and how he's never given up on missions, and how he's had friends in the Imperial or what at the Imperial that have died and stuff, and like one
Give me
of
the short version.
It was the short version. This video can't be an hour long.
We don't want him to talk about the entire comic. Just give us
No.
okay, I rated a 7.
Okay, and I'm just going to do this one quickly. These guys didn't read this one, but this is a
Bathroom.
Deadpool comic. And the only thing I'm going to say about this
Is
is
the bathroom in
that
North Carolina part? You should tell them about that.
no, they're going to read it on their own. But what I do want to say about this is the main reason you guys should buy this comic: Deadpool versus Black Panther. That's all I'm going to say. All right, and that's it for a comic book review. Here we are at Superhero Summer Camp. These guys, everybody say goodbye.
Goodbye!
All right, and thank you guys for watching.